Ron Childers from Toccoa, Georgia, chief cook of Pigs in the Heat. My wife sitting there, Becky, she's the one that named us. Been cooking ever since 1997. I started with my brother Moogie. He passed away right before Christmas. We hit Dillard, Georgia. I think this is our 6th trip here, or 7th. I cook about 10 contests a year, KCBS and MIN. We go to Tryon, North Carolina, Union, South Carolina, here at Dillard, Georgia, Franklin, North Carolina next week. Then we'll go to Milledgeville, then to the Big Pig Jig in Vayner, Georgia. We usually cook chicken, brisket, ribs, sometimes whole hog, brisket. We got pork. We got pretty much we entered everything this week up here at Dillard, so we've been busy. We ain't been sitting around a whole lot.
What inspired that cooker?
Sir?
What inspired that
cooker? Well, we built this cooker. In our spare time, it took us a little over a year and a half. It's solid stainless steel, insulated with insulation and cypress wood. You don't see many wooden cookers, but we got one of the kind. It's got a fire on the bottom, got a fire on top, got boiling water in the middle, got my smoke pipe through for my smoke to come through the water, and it heat on top just hold that steam. It just hovers over your meat, keeps it from drying out. And we've been doing it a little bit longer than we should have been. We're thinking about hanging it up maybe this year and start judging. So we may not. It's been a big expense for this last couple of years on account of times are hard. In fact, they so hard we brought a pole pig with us this year. You ever heard of a pole pig? You tie him to a pole, hold him up in the acorn tree and let him eat acorns. And when he gets so heavy you can't hold him up on that pole, you barbecue him. So that's a pole hog.
You taking any grants? You win any money?
I've won a little money. I ain't never had a grand because I don't. You got to cook all 3 categories to win that, and we don't usually do that. Shoulders, something I ain't really got room to cook shoulders, so we ain't cooked good enough to get it into that big of cooking anyway.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell?
It sure is getting hot where I'm standing.
Donnie Weddington.
And the name of your team?
Point Cackler Move Barbecue.
And the name of your girlfriend?
I ain't telling that, her husband might watch. She's got so much makeup on he wouldn't recognize her.
Does she sample before you turn in?
A little bit. She don't eat much. Sweetest girl I ever known. She don't talk, she don't complain, don't gripe about nothing.
How many times you cooked Dillard?
Everyone they ever had.
How many is that?
I don't know. This is probably the last one after this.
For you or for Dillard?
No, they won't let me come back. Jane done said something ain't right about this. I don't know what her problem is. What? Okay. She says she wants to come back, but she don't know if I'll be able to or not.
All right.
You know how it is.
I know how it is.
Yeah.
Especially for you.
Right.
Nice catch.
Sample one.
Later, when you're done. You want me to hold it?
No, yeah, I'm good.
Got it? Now you get a 2 span leg. Okay. As I put the pressure on it.
Turning you loose.
You can turn her loose?
Yep.
It's about time. You know she can cook.
Where's gloves? Oh.
I'll let it sit there and cool.
Yeah.
What we got?
It's the prettiest one. I'm gonna do this one in the back. Are we gonna put garnish around the ground or not?
Yeah, we might. Yeah. I'll just hold on. I'll help you. Put them in there and I'll start getting the garnish.
Turn this one around. There we go.
So you're undercover barbecue?
Undercover smokers.
Undercover smokers.
And then they look at us when we say that, like, y'all take it any way y'all want it.
Yeah.
3 smaller ones at the back. That would have fit much better. All right, now wait just a second. Let's do this. There's the bigger
Time
ones.
to jump the gun.
Yep.
It's a time thing.
Be all right.
Because we got to get
Be
the
all
ribs
right.
off and
Be all
back
right.
here. And
Excuse me.
come on.
I don't know if there's 3. Put some
That's what I'm finna do. So I'm getting it right now.
tough and stuck. Stuff. Tuck and stuff.
Tuck and stuff.
I'm touching the skin up here. I don't like this. Just 3. I don't need more with that.
You're good.
2 and 2. You want them close like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Is it weird we have to start calling you by your real name and not your
Not my stage name.
not your stage name?
Oh, it don't matter. I still got folks that call me. But, you know.
Because none of us know your real name.
Okay. I've always called you David.
You've always.
I have
and
never
Steve
called
and Vicky, and Steve and Vicky have too.
I've only known you as Dobie.
I've never known him as a dad. I mean, and I've never seen him on TV. I
I have
just
been all
haven't.
over it. I'm sure I've been on barbecue TV.
I just said, that skinny
Well,
man.
I know you're on barbecue TV. I mean, how many years have Mark's done?
Yeah, I mean.
Years and years of.
Yeah, he did it when he's laughing
Before
like
anything
hell
ever
when I
happened.
dropped that fish on the ground. He thought that's the funniest shit he'd ever seen. And then I just picked it up, blew it off, and put it in the box, and we took a second. He thought that was funny. He says, "I'm gonna put that." And I said, "Don't you put that on." He always told me, he says, "You look good blowing that chicken off on TV." Fish off. I said, "Thank you."
But, you know, that's part of the fun of this. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be all or nothing.
Well, it's different. But like us, I'm having fun with her, more fun cooking than I've had in 7 or 8 years. But we're having fun with it, and it's not my living. This is not what I'm doing for a living.
No.
Can you finish up?
Do you want any in the middle? No?
Well, unless you want to. You do what you want to do. I'm fixing to do these ribs. I'm going to do the ribs.
I think so.
Well, I thought overall we had some real good chicken. The 6 entries overall were about as good as I've had at any recent contest. A couple of them I thought exceeded the others. These had some good flavor, but they weren't quite as tender as maybe number 4. Number 4 is missing right now. It was a small piece and I ate it, but number 4 was probably the best for me, and I would say second might have been this number 5 entry here. But overall, they were very good. The texture was good. The flavor was good. And about all I can say about it.
Okay.
I feel like this is the best chicken I've ever judged overall. Everything was delicious. All had good flavor, and I'd agree that this one, number 4, was the absolute best I think I've ever eaten it. The texture was perfect, the tenderness, it was just the flavor, it was excellent. As you can see, it's all gone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I thought it was excellent chicken today.
All up?
All of it.
Which was your favorite?
I think my favorite was number 1.
And your least favorite?
It's number 6. The texture had a lot to do with it. The flavor was just a little, I didn't think it had quite as good a flavor as some of the others.
I liked all of mine. I think the 5th one was real juicy. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd say I can't pick a favorite. They're all fantastic.
I thought these were pretty good pieces of chicken. My favorite piece was 1, 2, 3. The 5th one, I did like that one. The 4th was a little bit grainy, but again, you know, we all get different pieces and different parts, and I think they did a good job.
All 6 pieces had a good appearance. Number 1 entry, my entry was a little tough. It needed to be cooked just a little longer. Number 2 didn't have any taste. It was smothered with the sauce. The sauce was more like just a ketchup. The best piece that I probably had would have been number 4. Number 4 was cooked real well. It had a good texture to it. Number 6 is probably the worst piece. And it was way overcooked, and it didn't really have a taste to it.
I like the look of these. I like the taste of those. But the texture is the best on these. Grab that sauce again. Which one?
This one was better than the first one.
That was your last rack.
Yeah, the last rack.
The last rack I cut?
Yeah.
Taste or texture?
Both.
I think they're all good. I really don't see. I don't see none of one of these 3 not placing somewhere in the top 10. I just don't see it. I can't cook them any better than this, boys and girls. If you can cook them better than this, jump your ass up here and take a hold of the reins. I mean, they're beautiful. There's not a damn thing you can say about it. I'm on the wrong side for some reason. Right, we good now?
You gonna try for the magical 7?
No. I think think I'm pushing my luck now. I'm happy with that though. But I ain't done. I ain't done. I'm in love with this one down here. Every bone in here is thick, meaty, sweet looking. Karen came over and put her finger in there and it just, you know what it did? Just made them all happy. Damn Karen. She's good for something besides videotaping me. She has to edit all this noise I make out of there because I can't edit myself.
It's fun to watch you work.
Oh.
Because you're fluid.
It's a pit, almost like a little shiner there.
A little shiner on bottom.
That's a good rib right there. I don't think I can go wrong with either one of these. That ain't right. Is there 6? Is there 6?
Yep.
There's 6.
Perfect.
Entry number 1 I felt was probably out of all of them was the best with the taste. Entry number 2 looked real good in the box, but what I would consider one-sided rib, because when you bite on it, you can only bite from one side. The other side is completely just nothing but bone. It wasn't a bad tasting rib, but it just they need to sacrifice, put a little bit more meat on the other side of the bone. The next one I thought was a good rib, obviously a little bit close to the fire, but it didn't taste bad. Rib number 4 I thought was probably the best out of all of them. Rib number 5 was overcooked, if you can believe it. That's just one bite. And rib number 6 I felt was just slightly undercooked. It didn't pull from the bone. It really, you still can't pull it from the bone. I just felt it was a little bit undercooked, just a little bit over.
Use the sandwich you got out first before you take a lot of those.
And he needs 3, 5, he needs 1 more. No,
She needs 1 more.
you got some.
You got your 6. You were cleared for taking.
I thought we said 7.
No, 6. You only got 6 little
Trying
marks
to pull
on
the
your
deal
thing
here,
there.
right? Shorts and such.
When you turn ins here.
But does it taste good?
Yeah, all good.
It's all good? Do you have a favorite?
I do. Number 81.
Oh, good.
Let me see your fork, Rachel.
Sure, we'll look at that. That's something really different.
A fork.
Oh, at the end.
38.
1 down, 3 to go.
There we go.
Chicken's in the box. Judges are eating it. We got ribs, pork, and brisket.
Pick this stuff and put it in the box.
Yeah. Don't try it at home.
Yeah, really.
Why not? It's too much pressure?
No. Actually, it won't fit in my backyard. Some of the neighbors like it, and some of them don't.
Can't believe neighbors don't like barbecue.
Oh, they like the barbecue. They just don't like the pit sitting out in the street in front of the house. Smell like ribs.
Oh, okay.
It's good. It's not supposed to smell like brisket, is it?
No, we would be in real problem. We'd have serious problems if our ribs tasted or smelled like brisket.
Anyway.
You want water? You like?
In honor of my dad after he passed away last September, and we have a memory stone for him here as well because he loved Dillard so much.
And your name is?
Georgia. I'm his youngest daughter.
Thank you, Georgia.